I guess I'm the communicator, the lyricist, the vocalist. Flavor Flav backs up what I says and ad-libs along. Then you have the DJ Terminator X. He manipulates, I guess, the music. Then you have Professor Griff in the security of the first world.
New York, New York, Long Island, Brooklyn.
As far as, why we were brought to America, how we were brought to America, who built America, you know what I'm saying? All of that information is hidden and it ought to be brought out into the light.
To be considered one of the greatest MCs, you have to master the craft. The rhythm, the rebel, Public Enemy meets MC Lyte. In this mini documentary series, The Public Enemy in MC Lyte era. Carlton Douglas Ridenhour, born August 1st, 1960, Long Island. Carlton was born to the parents of Lorenzo Ridenhour and Judy Ridenhour. Carlton Douglas Ridenhour, better known as Chuck D. Rap music in ancient Egypt hieroglyphics may seem worlds apart, but there are some interesting similarities between the two. 1. Artistic expression. 2. Storytelling. 3. Symbolism and imagery. 4. Cultural significance. 5. Preservation of history.
Public Enemy represents the black male and female situation in America, in the Western world, because it's sad, how it's treated by a system that was not designed for them. But also, we have a message to all the people, and that's to learn the truth, and at the same time, enjoy our music.
World famous, world famous, world famous, world famous, famous.
We identify with the name Public Enemy, but that logo, that B-boy with the crosshair on it, it was like, it was like me, it was a part of me. And at that time, you had a lot of social injustice. We as young black males, they said we wouldn't survive to live to the age of 21. A lot of racial profiling. So I identified myself as Public Enemy #1. So when I seen that, I gravitated towards it, real heavy like. You know what I mean?
First album, Yo Bum Rush the Show. I'm looking at the cover and I'm like, wow, it's dark. It's gloomy, look like they're in an attic or a basement or something like that. And the vibe was like, yo, something big is about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Then you see the B-boy that's in the crosshairs of the logo, which is E-Love that hung out with LL Cool J crew. That's who the person is in the crosshair. And I can say that the name Public Enemy really represented who they were. Conscious rappers, the social injustice in our community, and others too. They was going through their little thing too. And very powerful, very strong. The name Public Enemy, to me, represents strength.
The streets is a lie. The streets is a myth. It's no escape from the reaper. Ooh, the reaper is coming. You can run, but you can't hide from the reaper.
Growing up on Long Island, Chuck D was exposed to various music genres, including soul, funk, and early hip-hop, where he developed an interest in music and began experimenting with DJing and MCing. While developing the style of MCing, he was influenced by the group Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five is a pioneer American hip-hop group formed in the South Bronx in the late 70s. Grandmaster Flash is a DJ and one of the early innovators of turntablism techniques. Their song, The Message, is considered one of the greatest hip-hop songs of all times. The Furious Five consists of 5 MCs: Grandmaster Melly Mel, Kid Creole, Cowboy, Scorpio, and Raheem.
I'm not only the best rapper in the world, I'm the best rapper in the universe. Now, in other words, if UFOs came from outer space, and if any of them UFOs could rhyme, Melly Mel would crush them. Because I'm the best rapper, and why? Because I spend the most time trying to rap. It don't mean nothing about whether I make money or not. I'm in it for the art form. I'm not only a rapper, I'm a poet, and I'm a philosopher because I study my trade to the utmost. And not only my trade, I study life, and I study people to the utmost. And that's what makes not a good rapper, but the greatest rapper, which is only something that I can only be.
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, yo. Oh man, they had some joints. I remember just going to barbecues around 81, 82 as a little lad. You know, the song White Lines. I didn't know what that was. I was too young, but I found out later on what it was. You know what I'm saying? White Lines, The Message, one of the illest beats, songs ever. You know what I'm saying? And also, what's my favorite song? Scorpio. Listen, the song Scorpio by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, if you haven't heard it, I'm pretty sure your aunties and your uncles know exactly what it is, man. When they put on Scorpio, everybody went crazy. Shout out to Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, for sure. In the world of hip-hop, few names stand as tall as Flavor Flav. But beyond the oversized clock and the flamboyant personality lies the story of a man who shaped an entire genre.
Why we were brought to America, how we were brought to America, who built America. You know what I'm saying? All of that information is hidden, and it ought to be brought out into the light. So right now, what we're doing now, we're putting all of this on records. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what mainly a lot of the youth of the world now is listening to. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we hope that they comprehend what we're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Born William Jonathan Drayton Jr., Flav journeys began in the heart of New York, raised in a musical family. His interest in the hip-hop scene was a collaboration with Chuck D in the formation of Public Enemy.
World famous.
I thought that he carried you from one record to the next. Not only did you just want to hear the music, but you begin to want to hear Flav and what Flav had to say, because Flav was he represented the homeboy. Like, you know, everybody got somebody in a group that don't rap, that just be chilling. Like, he was the one who solidified or put the stamp on the record. Like, yo, this my man Chuck. Like, it was relatable because everybody got friends like that. So to hear Flav big up Chuck D and Public Enemy, it kind of was like putting a stamp on their music.
First of all, first time when I first seen Flav, it was like an anonymity, because you got the S1Ws in the back marching, you got little Professor Griff, you know what I mean, Minister of Defense, you got Chuck D with the Martin Luther King voice, and then this dude with this big ass clock, like. But Flav brought that seasoning, that sazon, you know what I mean? That's what I think took Public Enemy over the top because it's like he's the original hype man, first of all, from back in the day. Flav, the original hype man. And Flav was like the cherry on top. Flav was like that, honestly, Flav was like the light in the dark place, you know, because he stood out so much, but they meshed so good.
When I first seen Flav, I said, yo, this is crazy. But I like Flavor Flav's voice. I liked his voice. I think he was very unique. Flav actually had hit songs. 911 is a joke. I can't do nothing for you, man. Yo, he was like the first hype man to have actual songs that was hit. You know what I'm saying? To me, Flav was a great entertainer. Flav knew how to do the ad-libs behind Chuck D, and it was tight. Shout out to Flav. First hype man, made the Public Enemy shows impeccable. His passion for the rhythm and the rhyme was evident at a young age. Explore the impact of their music and Flav's role as a hype man.
I think Professor Griff played a huge role because he was helping us as the youth at that time. He put the spark in a lot of youth to want to go find and seek knowledge, you know, and the F1Ws, the S1Ws, the F1Ws, the S1Ws, that militant mind state. It gave us a militant mind state, even though you didn't hear them say one thing.
It was just their presence.
It was their presence, you know. Okay. You know, and it also made people look more into the FOI and you know, Nation of Islam and all of that. You know, so a lot of us that really didn't have a sense of direction, a lot of us gravitated towards it.
And once again, what made Public Enemy, Professor Griff, the S1Ws, Flavor Flav, Chuck D, Terminator X, what made them unique is that was possibly the first conglomerate that everybody had their own identity and was, you know, it was respected. It was respected. Professor Griff was respected from the beginning, because he was put out there like that. You know, they put him out there like that. The S1Ws, and like they was respected. So everything that Griff said, you know, you would listen to it because he had a part. He had a part in the whole thing about Public Enemy. Each part played a major, you know, role in how Public Enemy operated.
In the heart of Brooklyn, amidst the vibrant beats of the streets, emerged a lyrical pioneer who rhymes will echo through the annals of hip-hop history. Lana Michelle Moorer, born October 11, 1970, in New York. MC Lyte's journey began in the heart of New York City. Raised by her single mother, Constance Moorer, Lyte found solace and inspiration in the rhythm and poetry of her surroundings.
I guess almost, you know, I really think like Salt and Pepper did a lot for females in general, but I think it was basically easier because I didn't have that much competition as male MCs do, because it's like a 2-to-1 ratio, and if there's like 20 male MCs and I was a male MC, I'd have 19 others to compete with. But being that I'm a female MC and there's like maybe 10 MCs, I only have 9 to worry about.
In the late 70s and early 80s, in a genre dominated by male voices, these women dared to take the mic and change the game.
Let's get about the jail, stop the house and roll. With 2 DJs from the floor. Press 1, tell the people out there, we want y'all to know. We are the ones with the magical show. With 2 DJs and 5 MCs. 4 other fellas plus 1 MC. We're here to please everybody out there. Forget about the problems, get about your hands. Just get on the floor, don't you be shy. You can do it too, just give it a try. To the people out there, we want the best. Special guarantee is what we possess.
World famous.
At the age of 17, MC Lyte burst on the scene into hip-hop with her debut album, Light as a Rock, with tracks like Paper Thin, 10% Diss. She showcased the razor-sharp lyricism. As her career soared, MC Lyte became a trailblazer for women hip-hop, breaking down barriers and shattering stereotypes with every rhyme that she spit like a razor blade.
Man, let me grab my coffee. Let me tell y'all something. Man, when MC Lyte came on the scene, when you seen MC Lyte at that time, you seen the original Round the Way girl. You seen all of your female friends. But when you heard her spit, it was just like, yo. And then at that time, you know, you had Milk D and all them out. And then we find out that they making the beats. It was a perfect combination, man. I think MC Lyte, as I done got older and I think about what MC Lyte did and what that presence that she brought that's not here right now at this era, MC Lyte made us literally think about a lot of young female issues, because that's what she was spitting about, but it was in the purest, rawest form, you know. So big up to MC Lyte, man, because I know, man, my sister used to walk out the house looking just like her, you know what I mean, with the mushroom cut and all that.
She had Cram to Understand, and then after that, she came out with her other single, 10% Diss.
Yeah, right, Dave.
Hot damn ho, here we go again.
Just hands in the air. Oh, when you say you love me, it doesn't matter. It goes to my head and chest. You might think it's egotistical or just worry free, but what you say, I take it a bit seriously. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you so. I let you pretend to read it, and then you know that I hate when one attempts to analyze. In fact, I despise to look into my eyes and see what I am thinking. That's when it's over. You gotta see it. I'm telling you, like I told all of it. What you say to me is still paper thin.
Beyond the mic, MC Lyte has been tireless advocate for social change, using the platform to uplift and empower the next generation. She continues to pave the way to inspire others to reach their dream.
MC Lyte, I think MC Lyte legacy will be like what the first B-boy or B-girl spitter, because she was definitely a spitter, top notch. She was in rotations. You couldn't escape it, and her legacy would be the uplifting of young females.
Okay.
Public enemy legacy. I only could say it in a couple of words. It takes a nation of millions to hold us back.
I'm Lance Diamond. Welcome to Buffalo, New York.
World famous. Gangsta, watch them all sing along. Yeah. Crack man, the same old song. great degrading women. She like, that's my song, but that's all wrong.